Want to know what's going to happen in the property market in 2024? Well, here's 12 predictions and forecasts for what could happen next year. I'm Ed, an economist here at Opes Partners, and this is Property Now. Now, every family has a grumpy uncle, aunt, cousin, someone like that who makes crazy predictions, and it's usually the person at the family barbecue who says things like, property investors, they don't add anything to society, or property prices are going to keep falling, maybe another 20%. Now, I call that person Uncle Lester. And what's really important is don't let them dampen your property investment ambitions. While he sounds really confident and seems to know a bit, usually Uncle Lester is not an expert. Now, this is often known as the Dunning-Kruger effect. When someone learns a little bit about a topic, they get really confident, so you think that they know more than they actually do. So keep that in mind when Uncle Lester butts into your Christmas conversation. Building consents peaked in February last year at about 4,200 consents a month. Today, we're down at about 3,000 consents a month. It's a massive fall and will probably continue. The reason for that is property prices have fallen while the cost to build something has gone up. So many developers will still sit on their hands just waiting for property prices to rise. By March, the average Kiwi will probably start to notice that property prices are bouncing back. You see, property prices fell 18% since the peak in November 2021. Prices then bottomed out in May 2023, and since then, they've crept up about 3.8%, but that's not enough for the average punter to notice. Once we get to March next year, I'd expect many more Kiwis to change their tune and start to take notice. So we'll start to be hearing some more positive noise about the property market by March. By April, property investors will pay less tax. You see, the bright line test, that's going back to 2 years. Interest deductibility, that will start to come back in. The National and ACT Party Coalition Agreement has just been released, and those lower taxes for landlords will come in faster than we previously thought. By May, high interest rates will still be hurting your cash flow as a property investor. You see, ANZ thinks interest rates will peak in March 2024, but in May, they'll still be high, and that will impact your cash flow. Today, over 9 in 10 properties bought are negatively geared. Chris Bishop wants to get rid of KiwiBuild and give more money to local councils. I'm picking that'll happen by June. You see, I'm not convinced that developers need or want KiwiBuild anymore. Too many hoops to jump through. It's easier just to sell to the open market, and that money will go towards paying councils to issue more consents. Right now, inflation, 5.6%. By the time new data comes out in July 24, the banks are picking that inflation will be somewhere between 2.5% and 4%. Some prices are already starting to decrease faster than expected, so lower inflation, that will set the scene for interest rates starting to fall later in the year. So that's the prediction for July. We're now halfway through our predictions and forecasts, and if you like learning about property in this fact-based way, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We release new videos every Monday and Wednesday. And if you do already subscribe, you're going to be really interested for what I think will happen in August. In August, we're picking that rents will still be on the rise. There are a ton of people moving to New Zealand right now. Migration, that added 110,000 people to our population in just the last year. These people need somewhere to live. That puts pressure on the rental market. I'm picking that rents will go up faster than 5% next year. Now, I reckon Adrian Orr, the Reserve Bank Governor, will bring in debt-to-income ratios. I think that'll happen by September. That's going to make getting a mortgage for an existing rental property a wee bit harder. Now, new builds, they don't have to follow this rule. Once again, the Reserve Bank is pushing property investors towards new builds. They really want the housing supply to grow. By the end of the year, we should see interest rates lower than they are today. It could be a bit sooner. We'll see what happens. But by October, I reckon you should notice the falls. Wholesale interest rates, those are trending down. That means that it's actually costing the banks less to lend you money for a mortgage. So I reckon the 1 year interest rate, that'll probably be in the low mid sixes by the end of next year. In November, I think we're going to look back at 2024 and see a few builders and developers have gone bankrupt. The property market has been slow over the last year. That hasn't really impacted developers' bank accounts too much though. You see, they sold a lot of houses at the end of 2021 and they've been finishing them off over the last 2 years. Now remember, developers, they get paid when they finish houses. So they've still had money coming in the door even while they haven't been selling that much. But that impact will come. Once they've finished their pipelines, some builders will go bust. Now, who knows how many of these predictions will actually come to pass, but over the next year, I'll be there with my co-host Andrew Nicol to keep you up to date every single day with the Property Academy podcast. If you don't already subscribe, pull out your phone and subscribe to Property Academy because we release a new episode every single day. And my prediction for December 24 is we will release episode 1937, and that's a guarantee.